good afternoon, viewers. Today we are in studio of Osmek TV Africa. We are trying to discuss the issues on Independence Day. With me, we have a kind of three gladiators or projectors, like they said. By my right hand side is
Honorable Carlo Ogro, the State Deputy Community Traders Association of Nigeria.
Then I am Duru Polycarp, the State Chairman, CTAN.
Then I am Chief Chinedu Ewuzie Umogo, the Youth President of CTAN.
okay. Like today, we are trying to talk about the 62nd Nigeria Independence Day, and these are the groups. This is a group or organization projecting the artisans or the different, business entity. So I really want you to expatiate more, to tell the viewers what you people stand for.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Happy Independence to you, Nigerians, my beloved brothers and sisters and leaders. The 62 birthday or independence of Nigeria has not been favorable. And as a result of this, I don't need to start narrating or saying anything about what we are going through in this country, but we now decided to come up with a platform called CTAN. And that CTAN represents Community Traders Association. And Community Traders Association represents the artisans within all the various community within our 245 wards in Lagos State and that of the 20 local governments / 37 LCDA. And the Community Traders Association, apart from representing that, is like an intermediary for the eligible voters because the election is upcoming. So we are like an intermediary for the eligible voters among the hawkers, among the traders, among the stores, among the institutions within our community, which includes the brothels, the bars, the supermarket, the Okada riders, the Marua riders, and the food seller around your community where you buy your corn, where you buy your foods. And we came to this knowledge that many a times, most of them do not know their right. They don't also understand that it is their civic right to vote when it comes during election. But we'll proceed as I allow my youth leader to also welcome you to the stage before we proceed. Thank you.
God bless every viewers. Like I said before, I am the youth president. And what CTN is all about, just as my honorable leader have just enlightened, is just to make sure that every one of us, every youth in particular, this time around, we all just rise up on our feet and then say this is our time to pick the best for us. We all know what is good for us and we know our rights from our left. Like as he said, we are the intermediaries between the politicians and we, the voters. So please, I indulge every one of you to make sure you get your PVC and then walk down straight to the polling vote and make sure you vote to get your right. Thank you.
Okay, sir, I want to ask, how were you people able to, come up with this idea?
Thank you very much. Once again, happy independent Nigeria. We come up to this idea based on the challenges we find out that the electorate are facing. The challenges is this. Most of the eligible electorate don't have access to the politicians. Most of them don't be involved in the electoral process. There are a lot of goodies during the campaign and during the voting time, and most of them, they say they don't have access, they only see them on TV, they only hear from them on radio. So some of us are politicians, and some of us are not politicians, because it's a group of like minds that believe that things need to change, things need to progress, things need to move, people need to connect. So the major thing that makes us to form this organization is to connect the people and the politicians. After the election, that becomes their leader. Just to connect them, the eligible electors, and the whom after the election will be their leaders.
I am Raju Shetty from Harmony Musical Society. Please subscribe.
Keep on watching.
Subscribe.
Osmec TV.
Osmec TV Africa.
Keep watching. Osmec.
Osmec TV Africa.
You touch it, you lose it.
Peace out.
What are your rules in this forthcoming election, this 2023 election? What are you guys really trying to, what are you guys coming up in this election, sir?
Okay. Thank you once again. What brought us up, which we equivalently answer what you have just asked, is after going through all the turbulence within the political sector and all we have been going through within the economic aspect as well in this country and the state of the nation as it is now, it came up that the like minds have to come together and see to what we can do to also contribute, one, and add. Like my youth president also analyzed, the trouble is getting to the brink. And for Nigeria to remain one, then we must do all we can to see that we will progress. So first thing that came up in our mind was, what can we contribute? It has always been, what will they do for you? What will the country do for you? Now it is what we can do for the country. So we now sat down and did a kind of analytical check. And within that analytical check, we now find out that in 2019, we had 5.5 million thereabout that registered for the general election in 2019, which was reported by INEC. And at the end of the day, we noticed that it wasn't up to 2 million that voted at the election. Using the presidential election between President Muhammad Buhari, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and His Excellency. Okay. So what really gave birth to CTAN will also proceed in explaining why and what we need to contribute or what we have to contribute into the polity as we go into the 2023 general election. One is the state of the nation in the economic sector, the educational sector, even within the community where we lead, where we have decided to take our base. Like I said, we represent the Okada riders, the artisans, which include the fashion designer, the cobblers, the vulcanizers, and the rest of them like that. We also represent some institutions in our community, like the hotels, the brothels, the bars, the restaurant, the supermarket, the chemist shop, and the rest of them. They are what we call the communal program that we are trying to help. Like my deputy stated the other time, most people don't know their rights. They don't know what it entails for them. And what happened on that area, during election period, electionary period, they don't participate because they don't know who to run to, they don't know the candidates to meet, they don't know the party to affiliate with. So now they only stay in their stores, in their business areas with their PVC locked up in their wardrobe or in their shelves. So during the election day, you see them lock up their businesses, stay at home and watch TV to know who wins without participating. So after the election, when it is 4 o'clock, check within your community, you'll find out that most people are now opening their stores to see if there is something they can trade as at that time. So what we are out for, what CTAN stand for, is to now stand as an intermediary who will now move out to sensitize, encourage, and help them to understand the power they have in their votes, in their PVC. So what we are out to contribute is, one, we are out to see.
Before you bring out, I'm still coming on
Okay.
that because you really said much.
Okay.
Now I want to know, to you, are you really, fronting for any particular candidate? Is there any political party or any particular candidate of your choice that you want your members to, to work
Affiliate
towards.
with.
Yes.
God bless you for that. You are referring to me?
Yeah.
God bless you for that. Like I said earlier on, my duty is to make sure that we meet to every youth of this country in all states. While meeting to them, we don't have any party we are working for. We are meeting them to enlighten them what we are for. That this vote is our right, and it is our right to make sure we pick the best candidate for each section, from the president to the governor, from the governor to the senate, and other parts. So we are to meet ourselves and know who is the best man for the job. We are not campaigning for any party, but we are looking forward for the right person to work for. And it all depends on the youth. It all depends on anybody that is eligible to vote. That is why we are here on this program today, being the Independent Day, to tell every one of us to make sure that we get our vote, we get our PVC, to make sure that we all come out to vote for the right person. And that is why we are here.
Okay, the organization, I want to ask, the organization, is it registered? Have you been able to register this organization?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it, I want to know, what is your benefit to you? What is the benefit of this organization in this aspect?
Benefit
Yeah.
for me, asking me my benefit is what I don't think I think I will tell you. I don't have any benefit. We are looking at the bigger picture Nigeria. What will benefit Nigerians is what we stand for, not what will benefit me. Because if I'm talking about what will benefit me, I'm trying to be selfish and self-centered. That is the problem Nigeria has been facing from time immemorial. What will I benefit? What will I benefit? When my coordinator was talking, he talked about what will you contribute to move the nation forward. Our major aim is what are you going to contribute to make Nigeria move forward. And the major thing that will make Nigeria move forward now is voting in the right candidate. When my leader was talking, we do not have any candidate we are working for, but we are going to make sure we engage all the whole candidate. Are you getting me? The whole candidate, we are going to engage them and ask them, what are you going to do to the people of Nigeria? And also to recreate and make Nigeria a better place for an investment, a better place for we to be safe and do our businesses. You know, we are the leaders, or we are fronting for the people in the community. And our community everywhere, even here we are, there's a community here. So we want to make sure that those that are going to represent us in the larger, bigger Nigeria, tell us what they have in stock for the Nigeria. So Nigerians will see what A, B, C, D, or whatever. You know, we have about 14 or whatever maybe that are contesting for president. They will tell Nigerians what they will do for Nigerians, so Nigerians will make their choice. So our own is to make sure that our people in their various communities, on the day of election, they will vote according to their conscience. But if they want us to guide them through the campaigning, in the course of the campaign, if anybody believes that we can share his message, if you give us a very good content, understand, which is manifesto, that we think we like, are you getting me? And we believe he's going to deliver. What we do, maybe we'll come here next time again to start selling the person, say, based on after our due diligence or consultation or interaction with so. We believe those person can give this, can give that, can give this. So we are not talking about of what will benefit me, that is for me, or what will benefit us as an organization, but we are talking about what will benefit Nigeria. Nigeria today is 62. Where are we? So people have to make their own contribution for us to build this country. So this organization mainly is to build Nigeria for better for all of us.
How do you fund the organization?
Thank you.
Because I know that, you know, this kind of thing requires money, movement, mobility, and other things. Do you understand? Trying to keep your members. How do you fund the organization? Are you sourcing funds from your members, or is there anyhow you also get funds from the political parties or from the candidate as well?
To answer that big question, like we said, what can we add up to see that we have a better Nigeria, and I want to add Lagos State to it because I reside in Lagos. So what we do for now is voluntary within our members, within ourselves, because we all have reasons for coming, fusing together. Just like in 1914 when Nigeria was asked to come together. Yeah. Maybe they didn't understand it, that is why the Nigeria is in the state we have now. But for us in CTAN, we have come together to put in the little we can put, so that, but we know in the future, after the general election, when the right candidate comes in, we will all now feel at home and recover. But for now, what we are looking at is to put in what we can now. A little drop of water make a mighty ocean. Like my coordinator stated, he said, when we see whoever among the political parties, the various political parties or candidates that decide to work with us, for us to be able to bring up this communal wing in supporting. Like, let me deviate a bit. If you come to the electionary itself, political parties are just like 20% in the voting exercise. They are just like 20%. The rest is citizens. Now, I felt bad in 2019. INEC was able to register 5.5 million thereabout during the voters exercise. But during the election, going by that of the presidential election in Lagos State, we had not 2 million. 2 million didn't vote in Lagos. We had declared with 132,800 votes. Atiku was 448,016 votes. If you minus that from 5, you find out there is a problem. So we sat down on our mirror and were able to now guess and say, we now know where the problem is. The artisans, the community, the traders, the vulcanizers, the Okada riders, end up staying back at home without voting. Now, last month, INEC came up, or early this month thereabout. They now said at the end of the voting registration, the registration exercise, they ended up registering 7.1 million and something in Lagos now. If out of 5.5, we had only 1.8 or 9 that voted. Now, 1.7 plus that voted. Now, in 2023, we now have 7.1 voters, which we hope and believe we will not hear the same stories we have been hearing in the past, where people will go back to get their PVC, their plastic itself, and they are not able to get it. But we hope INEC will do the needful to make sure by this October, like they have declared, when the collection will take off, that people will get their PVC. So, people getting their PVC, we are working out the modality to see that we have close to 5 million that will end up voting in this coming election.
I am Raju Shetty from Harmony Musical Society. Please subscribe.
Keep on watching.
Subscribe.
Osmec TV.
Osmec TV Africa. Keep watching. Osmec.
And Osmec TV Africa.
You touch it, you lose it.
Peace out.
How do you reach out to your members? How do you reach out to your members? Because these people are kind of petty traders. Do you understand? I know the way it is in Nigeria. Nobody leaves his business and come for a political meeting. Do you understand? Somebody selling granite somewhere will not leave his business and come and sit down all the whole day. You first of all calculate the money he will make in a day. That's the problem we have.
Thank you very much. It's because of this act that had made Nigeria at the age of 62 years still in one place. If I may say something, Nigeria is stagnant. Why? We cherish our business. We cherish our end living more than our future. So how do I mean? If you could recollect so many years that elections have been coming up, you see so many youths playing football on the streets. Many of them will have their PVC, but bringing out that time, they will always tell you that my vote doesn't count. And who told you that? So that is why CTAN is out We said we are community traders. And what makes us community traders? Reaching out to those those that doesn't believe that their vote counts. It is our job to make sure that their vote counts. And that is why we have brought out our time, we have brought out our money, we have brought out everything to make sure that it works out this time around. To that organizer beside my house, to that barber, to that hairdresser, to that momo seller, to every artisan beside me, have to get this news about me. We have our coordinators everywhere around the whole states. We have our coordinators. We have the LCDAs. We have coordinators for LCDAs. We have coordinators for the whole local government. So we are working from the grassroots. That is why we said we are intermediaries between the less privileged and the politicians. Thank you.
Today is Nigerian independence. At least we are 62 today, and you can see when you go out there, you see people celebrating. You know, I want you to tell me Nigerian yesterday, Nigerian today, and Nigerian tomorrow.
Nigeria yesterday. Nigeria yesterday is yesterday. Coming from past experience of Nigeria yesterday, me and you knows what happened yesterday. And we are trying to step up from where we were yesterday, so that Nigerian today will be better for Nigerian tomorrow. And Nigeria yesterday, we are talking about, we are celebrating independence. Let's start from this Fourth Republic, from 1999, we have been doing election. Because as my leader was saying, and my coordinator, many people don't participate. So Nigeria yesterday is that most of Nigerians don't believe that the election, their vote count. So if we are talking about Nigeria today, let us use this 2023 election, let's use it as Nigerian today, that we are going to tell them that their vote are going to be counted. And we believe on today, though we are celebrating independence, but the election is coming next year. That next year is Nigerian today. That when they come out and vote the right candidate, then Nigerian tomorrow, after the voting, when the right candidate emerge, will give us a better Nigeria. Because it is only when we vote the right candidate that we get the right result. So we believe that with the past experience of Nigeria yesterday, Nigeria today, all of us, we want all of us to work for Nigeria today for better Nigeria tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, what do you have to say about Nigeria today?
Well, Nigeria today is nothing to write home about. Nigeria today has taken food away from so many people. Nigeria today has kept students at home for over 7 months. Nigeria today, the economy has been so down. We are in abject poverty. But still yet, Nigeria is a struggling time. They believe in tomorrow. But today is the day. And today's celebration should mark a time of sober, a time of reflection, a time to see what can we do. If I have had my PVC and have not been voting, today is when I will decide to use it. If I have been voting before and I have said my voting doesn't count, believe in the Electoral Act. That with the Electoral Act, your vote will count. And today, it is time you now bring yourself asses together. Like those artisans we talk about now. You open your shop from morning till night, no sales. The Okada riders now can't pay their bills. Their children are at home, no school fees. They can't even pay for their rent and all that. The state gets taxes from them, riders bad. At the bus stop where they pick up passengers, there are money they pay, 5,000 naira, close to 5,000 naira per day. And now you stick them up, stop them without giving them an alternative. That is that of Nigeria today now. Yesterday was still okay, but today is bad. So we believe that with CTAN in action, reaching out to them in their various corners, nooks and corners, that granite woman that cannot leave his stage, we've been able to help them register. They left few hours, made their registration, they went back. We are building up the format to be able to also take them back to those places to get their rights card, the PVC itself, so that on the election day, there will be no cooking of granite, there will be no frying of corn, there will be no roasting of corn. There will be no cooking, there will be no opening of stores, so that they can use that same PVC to vote the right candidate. And by 2023, Nigeria will breathe a new breath, by then the right man would have come on board.
So, sir, what are your views on Nigeria tomorrow?
My view still the same of where I'm coming from. If we look at Nigeria yesterday and Nigeria today, before I move ahead of Nigeria tomorrow, like our legend musician Fela Anikulapo Kuti, as of early 80s, he has been lamenting of Nigeria, which we see of Nigeria yesterday still in a better way than of today. But today, he has been lamenting then that the Nigeria is very bad then, and we see Nigeria as a very good one. But today, it's still the same thing. So what I am saying is that, still on my topic, because we all have refused to rise and vote, it is high time we stand up and say, enough of this, enough of this. When we vote for the right person, well, we see our Nigeria tomorrow a better one. Thanks.
Okay. What I want to say now is that what do you really want to say to Nigerians pertaining to today's independence? Does Nigeria independence, does it really want to be celebrated?
Yeah, it was. Why? Because anybody alive need to celebrate. And why do I say so? Because it was that 2023 should be a new dawn for us. And that is why we have taken the challenges. The CTAN, we came up on our own, we finance, we do everything on our own to make sure that, just as we have said before, to make sure that we see a new Nigeria. So if this October 1st today, bringing us to this station is a very good one. And then why I am saying so is that I want every one of us to make sure we rise on our feet and make sure that by the voting time, we vote to see a better Nigeria.
Okay, I want to ask another question. Is that is there anyhow you raise funds? Because these women and these men and women you're putting together, they also need capital. Do you understand? To move on their businesses. They also need help. Are you only sensitizing them in politics, in way of voting aspect, or is there any other way you lend help, you support their business to grow?
Thank you very much. That is a good plus. In Nigeria today, there is a particular local government in Osun, in Lagos State, that is called Koshofe. By the time you interpret it in Nigerian calculation, that means nothing goes for free. PVC doesn't go for free. Voting the right candidate doesn't go for free. That is yesterday. Are you getting me? Now, what we stand out for, what we are doing now is first to take the bold step. Multiple steps will join us as we flow in. INEC just flagged up campaign yesterday. The whole political parties are also trying to set up their campaign councils, their campaign committees. In terms of those people we are sensitizing ahead of time now, they will get their own source. They will get their returns. Not buying of votes now. Not paying for votes now. But now we are sensitizing them to fight for their right. To vote the right candidate that will better the economy, that will now in turn affect them positively. So that is what they will get in return. It's a selfless service that we are trying to carry out. But for the parties or candidates or flag bearer who find us accessible or okay to help in delivering or recovering or winning back Nigeria to the masses, then any assistance or whatsoever they bring will not be advertised in terms of showcasing the party. It is for the people they have taken from. They are returning back to them. But what we are assuring Nigeria is that the community, more especially Lagos that I'm going to take charge of, Lagos will do the needful to get back Lagos to the masses by casting their vote come 2023 general election, voting the right president, whose manifesto, not in the mouth, will be visible on them, down to the senatorial, down to the Federal House of Rep, and that of the Assembly. That is what we stand out for.
I want you to give a word to Nigerians, today's independence. What do you have to tell Nigerians? 2 minutes.
What I will tell Nigerians in today's independence is this. They should keep hope alive. And thank God we are approaching to the next election. Their PVC is their strength. Let us all come out. We have up to 80-something million registered now. If you get up to 60 or 70 million that make choice, I think Nigeria will be a better place. So I want to advise Nigerians to participate. As we are celebrating today, some will say that nothing to celebrate, some will say there's something to celebrate, but when you are alive, you need to thank God. We are thanking God that Nigeria is 62. We are thanking God that we are witnessing the 62 years of Nigeria. We are also thanking God that He's going to keep us alive to participate in the next election so as to be able to usher Nigeria into the new and better Nigeria that all of us are expecting. So my word to Nigerians is this: don't give up hope. Keep hope alive. Watch, walk, and vote right.
Thank you very much. Congratulations once again. It's our 62th birthday for Nigeria, for we are Nigerians. My stake is, if you have registered, please do endeavor as soon as INEC commences the release of the voter's card. Please go forth and pick your card. And for those wooing you or wooing everybody in the country, which are the three major political parties, but obedience and that of articulated think, reason, watch out before casting your vote. We wish you happy independence and stay safe.
God bless every of our viewers. Just as my state coordinator and the national chairman have just said, I still abide to their word. All I just have to say is that every one of us should just come out in masses and vote. Our vote still counts. And our votes still remain the new Nigeria which we all are expecting from every one of us. Happy Independence Month. God bless you.
Keep on watching. Subscribe to Osmek TV Africa. We'll be back here next time. Thank you.
I am Raju Shetty from Harmony Musical Society. Please subscribe.
Keep on watching.
Subscribe.
Osmek TV.
Osmek TV Africa.
Keep watching Osmek TV Africa.
You touch it, you lose it.
Peace out.